Most Excel problems aren't really Excel problems. They start before you write a formula. You've got messy data, half-working numbers, and a vague idea of what you want. But Excel expects you to already know the logic. So instead of guessing formulas, I'm going to show how ChatGPT can help with the thinking part first. I'm not going to build this step by step in Excel. What matters is seeing how the thinking gets done before Excel. Take a look at this Excel workbook. It comprises of two worksheets. One's called raw sales data, which is this one, and we have another one called product categories. So in the raw sales data, you can see it looks pretty messy. For example, under region, we're missing a region here. Under the sales amount, we have some blanks. We also have text values in here as well. And we have NA, which makes absolutely no sense. Under cost, we have some blanks, or we have a blank value there. And the same with sales rep, we're missing a sales rep. So this worksheet needs cleaning up. So I come over to ChatGPT and I give it a prompt. So let's start with the most common issue. This data looks fine at a glance, but it isn't. Some numbers are stored as text, some cells are blank, and some values just don't belong in numeric columns at all. What I'm looking for here isn't a magic fix. I want ChatGPT to diagnose what's wrong, so I'm not blindly fixing symptoms in Excel. This alone is useful because it tells you what needs attention before you try to analyze anything. There's another potential problem here as well. We might want to add a category column here at the end, and we want to pull in the category from the product categories worksheet somehow. So we have the product ID on that worksheet, and we have the product ID on our raw sales data worksheet as well. So we want to match that somehow and then drop the category into a new cell here. So in this case, I want to add a category to each row. The category exists, it's just on another worksheet. Notice what I'm asking here. I'm not saying write me a formula. I'm asking which approach makes sense and why. This is where ChatGPT is generally helpful. It explains the logic, not just the syntax. But we still have blank costs, missing sales reps, inconsistent regions. So how do we solve that? We come over to ChatGPT and we type in a new prompt. Some rows here have missing values, some costs are blank, some fields are incomplete. If you've ever looked at a total and thought, that doesn't feel right, this is why. This isn't about Excel tricks. It's about understanding how missing data affects decisions. Now let's step back. Most people don't actually struggle with pivot tables. They struggle deciding what analysis makes sense. Instead of clicking around and hoping for insight, I'm asking ChatGPT to help plan the analysis. This is the part Excel never helps you with. What questions should the data answer? What views would actually be useful? Once this thinking is done, building the pivot is the easy part. Finally, analysis only matters if someone else can understand it. This time, I'm not asking for charts. I'm asking what should be shown and what actually matters. Because most of the time, the problem isn't creating visuals. It's deciding which story the data should tell. When you're deep in a spreadsheet, everything can look important. Numbers compete for attention. and it's not obvious what someone else needs to see, especially if they weren't involved in the work. This is where Excel usually overwhelms people, not because charts are hard, but because choosing the right one isn't obvious. And once that decision is clear, the chart itself becomes the easy part. What you've seen here isn't a shortcut, and it isn't about memorizing better formulas. It's about changing where the work happens. Instead of wrestling with Excel and guessing your way forward, you step back, describe the outcome you want, and let the logic take shape first. Excel doesn't get simpler, but it does get lighter, because you're no longer translating your thinking under pressure. You're making decisions and letting the tools support them. If you use Microsoft Office at work and you're curious how ChatGPT can actually fit into everyday tasks, I've put together a practical guide that shows how it works in practice. You can find the link in the description below.